This poem appears in the new poems section of Earthly Meditations, new and selected poems. That book was published in 2006. This poem was written in 2003. It's called At the Beginning of Another War. Classes. Under a faded wooden soda crate filled almost with 23 dusty amber bottles, in a slanted, half-collapsed cardboard box, among cracked terracotta pots and an oily, filth-encrusted hydraulic jack, I found the plaster cast of a man's erect phallus. It was not unimpressive in its way, though possessed finally of ordinary dimensions, neither a porn master's swag nor the Dillinger of myth. I thought about it hard, so to speak, and held it up and noticed at the base a sort of scrotal blob mashed down flat. Words: Abner and Daisy May, Baker, Oregon. And a date. And what a date it must have been. December 9, 1941. Men were lining up to kill and die for all the reasons you and I even now know made sense a little, as much as such things as that ever do. And here was this thing among a host of other more useful tools, but it was what I wanted. Surely these were not their real names, neither his, nom de guerre, the halfway prettified euphemism she might have given to what it was they memorialized that day and made the most of before he left. And surely she was not entirely the flower he would have whispered to, nor even the verb her there inscribed middle name asked before they did this thing that might well have outlived them both. I assure you, it was hard. Buying it, I mean. There being both the blue-haired proprietor and no price tag either. Oh my, she said, where did you find this? And all I did was point wordless while she swaddled it in a wad of newspapers without ever once touching its surface, then shoved it in an old grocery bag. $1. 50 miles north, I stopped where Joseph Canyon opens out 1,000 feet deep to the east. It was not December, but March. The canyon walls were adorned with a billion early balsam root blossoms, almost daisy-like, an unsullied, buttery yellow. My first thought was to hurl it like a hand grenade down onto the scree and talus just to see it explode, but I couldn't do it. Instead, I followed a deer trail down and another after that, deeper into the canyon than any arm ever could have thrown it, and in the shade of an ancient, enormous yellow pine, twice scribed by lightning from crown to the ground, buried it in a cairn of jagged but stackable basalt. But not before holding it, presenting it before me, as I thought he might have, or holding it also as I believed she would, and even, I confess, offering it before I left in honor of them who made it, more than one goodbye kiss.